Welcome back to Vape Reviews with Az. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at the copper Manhattan 1-to-1 clone from Angelfiremods. Right off the bat with this, it does vent. Even when the switch is pressed in, it limits the amount of airflow that it can get through, but it will still vent. As you all know, a couple of reviewers said it's not going to vent, it's a hazard, and Vape no longer make it. Now, I've been looking at it, I've been blowing through it with the switch pressed, not pressed, and you still get airflow through there. So for the people who said it won't vent, in my opinion, it does. And you should probably take a look at the clone because you're full of shit. No, I'm just joking. But no, yeah, it does vent. So I'm going to take a vape. Really nice mod. As you can see, I've been using it, so it's a little bit teened up. So what we'll do is we'll dive down close. I'll give it a clean. We'll dive down close and take a look. Okay then guys, so here we are with the close-up with the Manhattan clone. Now I'll apologise if my statement saying that people are full of shit offends anybody, but it was a joke, so I do apologise. So let's not get on the hate campaign for Vape Reviews with Az. So right, that's out of the way. So as we all know, the Manhattan clone was designed as a competition mod for all you cloud chasers who do your do all your competitions. When you receive the mod from Angelfiremods, it comes in this nice black box. It's got a magnetic catch, and it just says Manhattan mechanical mod on the front. Over at Angel Mods, the £33.99. At the moment they're out of stock, but I believe that they are getting more in. So when you receive it, as I say, it comes in this nice magnetic box and in a plastic sleeve. I've given it a bit of a clean up. It's still a bit patinaed just from touching it afterwards. So as you see there's the Vape logo, which is reversible. So you can have that at the bottom near the switch or at the top near the top cap. So before we start, we'll take some measurements again with the Trusty Kids ruler. So you're looking at 98mm long and 24mm wide. Now this version obviously is the all copper. So what we'll do is we're going to break it down. We'll do a couple of voltage tests. And yeah, show you the ins and outs then. So we'll take the switch to one side, the top cap, and we'll look at the tube. So as you can see, the tube itself, it's really thick. So if your mod does become a pipe bomb, you should be pretty safe. And all the threads are really smooth, really well cut, not sharp, no burrs. And the engraving on the logo itself is really nice and even, all in line. I believe that'll possibly be CNC machined. So if you have it at the bottom, that's your logo, Vape, and then if you put it at the top, the logo is the same either way. It's a really nice finish, really solid, got some nice weight to it. So that's the main tube. So yeah, so it is 18650 only. And the top cap. So the top cap itself, it's got no airflow for atomizers that take airflow from the 510. But if you're going to be using a mod like this, you're more than likely going to be using a dripper on there. So it's all copper, really nicely machined. It's got a bit of a juice well in the top. Nice threads. And the 510 threads are really smooth. It's nice thick copper this is made out of. So the positive pin is pretty much a black insulator with a pin that slides through the insulator. Now on this version currently from Angelfiremods, it only comes with the one pin, so sometimes either your atomizer won't sit flush or it won't be seamless with the top of the mod. But Angelfiremods are restocking it, and they're also going to be having 3 different lengths of pins, so you'll be able to get rid of any gaps. And for anybody who has already purchased from Angelfiremods, you will receive the new different size pins free of charge, I believe. So that's nice to know. So that was the top cap. And then the button. Tell you what, I really do like the button. It's got a really, really nice feel. Really positive. It's not crunchy. And as you can see there, look, you've got 6 vent holes for battery venting. And then over the actual bottom of the copper, it's got a plastic washer with holes in so that your battery doesn't short out. You've got solid copper contact there, and that's in with, I believe, is it a C-clip or a circlip? And basically the circlip's there, and that's what holds the magnet for this side in. Once again, it's all machined really well. The threads aren't sharp at all. And it's got a really, really nice feel. I know I've already said that, but it is nice. So to take your button apart, well, as much as you can without taking the circlip out or C-clip, or you push your button in, unscrew your negative contact, and there's your button with one of the magnets. Now the magnets on this are really strong. I don't know if I'll be able to show it, but I'm that far away from putting it in and I can feel the resistance already. I'll try and show you. So as you can see, really strong magnets. So put it back together, just got to line it up, hold your button in, screw back in the negative contact. It is a little fiddly because of the strength of the magnets pushing against each other, but there she is. Now this is what I was saying with the airflow. When it's wide open there, you can get it, you can blow through it. You really do hear it. Now you only need to push it up till it makes contact, which is roughly there, which means that you're still venting. You're still going to get venting, air still travels through it. If you fully close it like so, which you're not going to because your negative post doesn't need to be that far up, you're going to limit the airflow. But at the point where it's actually going to be touching your battery, you're still going to get a lot of airflow through there. So yeah, I do want to reiterate that for anybody who's concerned about buying one. As many of you know, on this mod, there's no lock ring to mess about with. It's just the strength of the magnet. So even the heaviest atomizer that's full of liquid, you're not going to get that button to press. So what we'll do is we'll bang a battery in there and we'll do a voltage test at a couple of different resistances, and we'll see what the results are. Now, I don't fully know how accurate the voltage test meters are, but it's a reference point really. But we'll give it a go. So, really nice smooth threads. So that's with the logo at the bottom. And this is what it's going to look like with the logo at the top. I like it either way, to be honest. It's really nice. Right then, so we'll pop a battery in there. So for this, I'm going to be using an EFS 35 amp. So we'll pop that in there, just to prove EFS 35 amp battery. And then what we'll do is, so I'm going to test first at 0.37 on a still air dripper. So what you do is you take your atomizer, and as I say, there's 510 threads are really nice, really smooth. I've had no problems fitting any atomizers on there. So you take your atty, and what I do is I wind in the Delver until it stops, push the pin up against, and that's good to go. So that's what I was saying about the gap, but as I say, Angelfiremods are going to be providing some different length pins. Right, so put that to one side, and we'll grab the volt reader and hope I don't blow it up at 0.37 ohms. Probably, possibly, but hopefully not. So what we'll do then is we'll, when I can actually screw it on, apologise, there we go. We'll get a starting voltage, so the starting voltage is 4.07 volts. .07, and then as I say, it's a 0.37 ohm load. .81, 3.83. So we'll go with 3.83 because that was the highest that we got. So that will give us a voltage drop of 0.24 of a volt at 0.37, which is pretty damn good. So we'll put that to one side, and we'll take a rose gold K-Fun V2 review of this coming up, and this is at just, I think it's 1.1 ohm, 1.01, 1 at an ohm. So we'll go with 4.04. So, sorry, 4.04, 3.95. So at 1 ohm, it's 0.09. So that's the voltage drop test. So, as I've said, I don't know how accurate these volt readers are, but that's what we've got. So I'll put these out of the way. Right then, that's them out of the way. So, as I said, it vents. As you can see, the voltage drop is pretty low. I'm just going to go and swap the logo because I think I prefer it at the bottom. There's not much more I can tell you on this mod. It's competition mod, low voltage, drop, it vents. Angelfiremods will be sending out the different length pins. So what we'll do is we'll go back up top and we'll have some final thoughts on it. I'll see you up there. Right then. So that was up close and a couple of thoughts on the Manhattan mod. I mean, what can I say? It does what it says on the tin. It's a competition mod. It hits hard, as you've seen from the voltage drop test. As I say, I don't know how accurate they are. And to be honest, I can't really see why Amerivape stopped making it. They put it down to the fact that it had been cloned, but everything gets cloned nowadays. And if anything, cloning, it brings mods at an affordable price to people such as myself, who not only can't afford to buy an authentic mod, but aren't willing to pay stupid money. And that's just my fault. If you don't like it, that's my opinion. I apologise for it, but hey, there you go. So right, and let's talk about the mod, as I was doing. Love the copper. Love the logo, the fact that you can have it reversible. Love the feel of the switch. Love how hard it hits. The threads are all good. It's £33.99. The only really bad point that I can probably say on this is the switch. If you're the type of person who say you're buying it, you're out of work, you work in construction, you work anywhere where you're doing a lot of bending and lifting, it's not a mod that I would recommend you buy and have in your pocket. Leave it at home when you're dripping, or just be very careful that you're not firing, because if you do, you're either going to vent your battery, or you're going to melt all your insulators, or you're going to burn yourself. So other than that, other than not having a lock ring, it's really nice. I love it. It's very hard on that build. So yeah, big thanks to Stephen Katie from Angelfiremods for letting me review it. I apologise again if I offended anybody by saying they were full of shit. It honestly is a joke. So I'm sorry. So let me just check I haven't missed anything. So 18650, very strong magnetic switch, full copper contacts. And it weighs, the weight of this is 225 grams. So that's how heavy it is. It's a little bit heavier than a Panzer. And right, so that's me on the Manhattan clone. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like and subscribe. If you didn't, or if you found what I said offensive, it was a joke, and hit the if you don't like it, hit the dislike. But for me, I'm out, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Thanks for watching, guys.